Hey you guys, what is up? It is Red Hunters back again with another video. So today y'all, we're going to be doing a video about moving out young and what I wish I knew. Everybody loves the idea of moving out when they're super young, right? It doesn't matter if you're 16, 18, 21, right? You're going to want to move out because you want freedom. You want to be you. You want to do you. You want independence. You want to live your own life. You want to have your own place. You want to do your own things. You want to do basically whatever you want. And don't get me wrong, it is exciting. It's different. It's new. But looking back, there's a bunch of things that I wish I knew before moving out at a very young age. I moved out when I was 20 years old. Well, really, I think I was around 19, about to turn 20. So yeah, for this video, y'all, I'm really going to tell y'all the truth about moving out young. The fantasy versus the reality. When you're young, you're going to picture this perfect life, especially what you see on social media, what you see on TV, and what you listen to through music, and also, being around other older people. You're going to be thinking about how you want to decorate your apartment. You're going to think about inviting people over, who you want to invite over, if you want to have a party, blasting music at 2 a.m., doing goofy things. Nobody's going to tell you what to do. Nobody's going to tell you to turn nothing down. Nobody's going to tell you to stop. It's complete freedom. And that is the fantasy. And in the beginning, it is going to feel good. It's going to feel good before you get the apartment, before you move out. And it's going to feel good probably as soon as you move out. The first couple of days, the first couple of weeks. But reality is going to hit. It's going to hit hard. It's not just the freedom, it's responsibilities. And a lot of people don't understand when it comes with freedom, it's going to come with responsibilities. The bills are going to start rolling in. You might need a car. You might need a job. The fridge is going to be empty sometimes. You're going to have to deal with taking the trash out. You're going to have to deal with any maintenance problem up in there. Any type of situation like washing clothes, unclogging a toilet, washing things, cleaning things frequently. That is when you're going to realize you're actually in adulthood. And you're going to realize how expensive it is being an adult. This is what they don't tell young people. And a lot of people are not educated in this. A lot of people's parents, they don't teach you stuff about being grown or responsibilities or even financial literacy. Bills are going to be more than just rent. When you move out, you're going to just think about the rent, and it's more to it than just the rent. You're going to think you can handle it because you're going to think it's just the rent you got to deal with. Add the water bill, which can be $20 to $50, sometimes even $100, $200. Add the electricity bill, which can be sometimes $20, sometimes $50, sometimes $70 to even $200-$300 a month. Add Wi-Fi. Plus Wi-Fi could be $50 to $100, $200 a month, even if you get cable. Trash fees. Most apartments, you're going to have to pay a trash fee, which can be $5, it could be $10 a month added. Plus insurance on your apartment as well. You should get it if you don't have it. That helps with any weather conditions or anything happening in the house, which could be house insurance or renter's insurance if you get an apartment. You got to worry about groceries, okay? Especially if you're living there by yourself or if you're living there with a bunch of extra people. If you're living there with extra people or extra children, best believe your groceries are going to be high. Even as a single person, you living by yourself in this economy, this shit is high as fuck, okay? You could be spending $100 up to maybe $600 a month on food and water and soda and drinks alone. Especially if you add toilet paper, if you add paper towels, if you add forks, spoons, and everything else you might need when it comes to cooking supplies and everything else, because seasonings are not cheap either. Seasonings can be $4 to $10, especially if you get some good ones, especially if you get a good size. Same with pots and pans, same with towels, same with furniture, same with curtains, blinds, all this type of stuff. Some apartments don't even have fans. Their air conditioner goes out like crazy. So you might have to invest into stuff like that. So you got to think about different things when it comes to getting your own place. Nobody is going to tell you how quickly things add up. $10 here, $100 there, $500 there. And suddenly your budget that you thought you had is not going to exist anymore. And a lot of people these days don't believe social media, because a lot of people, they are living above their norms. If you guys don't know what that means, that basically means they are spending more than what they're making. So don't believe everything that you see that's on social media, or sometimes even from word of mouth. Some people will lie all fucking day and tell you what they got or what they have or what they got going on or whatever the case may be, and they be lying. A lot of people out here are struggling, so do not believe that everybody got it together at age 25, age 30, or whatever the case may be, whatever age you're watching this. Like, for example, my Wi-Fi has always been $130. My phone bill has always been $80 a month. My light bill has always been $200 a month. You know, other people, they may be different, especially if you don't have credit, especially if you have a lot of problems going on for yourself, or maybe, you're not making a lot from your job. This could actually put you in a hole. And furniture and essential costs are more than you think. That's why a lot of people shop at Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, and others, less expensive stores. A lot of people, their first option is not Target, Walmart, CVS, and all these other places. They would rather go to a cheaper store to get conventional items. It is very expensive to furnish your place from scratch, especially if you have nothing, especially if you don't bring nothing from your old place or your old, wherever you used to live at. You're going to need a couch, you're going to need a bed, you're going to need a mattress, you're going to need, like I said, kitchen supplies, bathroom supplies, cleaning supplies. These are going to be all the things that you're not going to think about when you're moving in. So when you move out young, it's very tempting to buy everything all at once. But trust me, it's better and easier to pace yourself. Get what you need first, and then get what you want second. The rest will come. And independence feels good until it's lonely. So let's talk about the emotional side of living alone and moving out. It's going to give you freedom. You're going to wake up when you want. You're going to eat what you want. You're not going to have nobody tell you anything. You could decorate the house how you want. But being independent will get lonely. You're not going to realize how much you depend on the little things. Family in the next room, people to talk to continuously, even if it's just background noise or just an energy or a person in there with you. Living alone, you're going to come across silence. It's going to be silent in there. And you're going to have nobody to talk to. And sometimes with it being silent, it's going to be heavy. And some people are going to end up talking to yourself. And you're going to learn self-discipline very, very fast living by yourself and moving out, especially at a very young age. When you move out young, you're either going to learn about self-discipline or you're going to struggle. Nobody's going to remind you to pay your bills. Only you. Nobody is going to tell you to go buy some groceries. You are accountable for your own actions now. So you can't blame anybody else for anything that happens. You either learn how to manage your money or your money's going to manage you. And there's a glow up side of moving out young. Moving out young is going to grow you in other ways that a lot of other stuff won't be able to help you grow and learn things. Nothing else is going to be on that level of moving out young. It's going to be stressful too. You got to learn how to stand on your own 2 feet at this point. Even the hard days is going to teach you something. Like how to budget, how to cook, how to clean, how to do this, and how to survive on your own. And honestly, there's a lot of pride when it comes to knowing that you did it all by yourself. Even with me, like I did this all by myself. Nobody helped me. Nobody helped me find an apartment. Nobody helped me move in. Nobody helped me buy furniture. Nobody helped me pay bills. Like, it's a good thing. It feels like you're grown. But here are the biggest lessons that I learned. Do not rush it just because you want freedom. Okay, I understand when you're in situations where maybe like you're risking your life, or maybe your abuse, maybe you were dealing with neglect or different types of things. Yes, I understand situations like that to get out. Some people, they have no choice. Maybe they got kicked out and stuff like that. But if you have a choice, think about it and make sure you're financially and emotionally ready. Have a plan. Even if shit is going south, have a plan. Have an A, B, C, and D. Have at least 2 to 3 month expenses saved up. Okay. So life happens, bills will pile up, and don't compare your journey to other people. Like I said earlier, just because somebody else moved out when they're 18, 20 does not mean you are behind because you're 25 or you're 23 or you're 28 and you have not moved out of your people's house, or maybe you have not had your own place yet. Okay. People have like situations happen and housing situations happening, money problems with the society we're in. You can't sit here and judge anybody else. Everybody's timeline is different. And it's okay to start small, you know? Your apartment does not need to be luxury. It does not need to be perfect. It just needs to be yours, underneath your name. And here's some advice, anybody moving out that's young or under 25 at this point. Make a budget before you move out. Don't go broke trying to furnish your whole entire apartment. Learn how to cook. You will save time and money. I promise you that. Because nobody's going to want to always consistently have to get up or deliver food or to get up to go get food, okay? I'm sorry, but stop being lazy and be on your grown woman or your grown man shit. And lastly, don't be afraid to ask for help. A lot of people, they be on their high horse when they get their own place and they feel like they don't need help. Everybody needs help. Learn that you're not perfect and nobody else is. Independence does not mean you have to struggle in silence. If people want to help you, let them. They're asking you, do you need this? Do you want this? Do you need help? Say yes, even if it's the slightest inconvenience. So yeah, moving out, it's exciting. But it's also a reality check that a lot of people are not going to realize, especially with getting your own car. And if you're thinking about it, go for it. But go into it prepared.